thank God that the brothers on the rise now. Endless celebrations all in my house.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to Top Bins Football. I'm here with Benny and Louis, and today we're going to be discussing how to get Liverpool back to where they should really be, where they were the last couple of seasons. Because we seem to have been in a bit of a slump this season so far, not looking as good as what we have been. So yeah, we just here to discuss sort of the ideas we have of how to get us back on track. Let's start off with Benny.
I say one main thing. Centre-backs.
Trying a centre-back.
Bit centre-backs.
Yeah, well, you're not wrong. You're not wrong, because Matip is... We need... Every time we play him, I don't know, is it against the rules to play people in cotton wool? Wrap them up in bubble wrap? Is that against the rules?
Oh, he's made of glass.
Yeah. No, I fully get what you mean, but I don't know if that's down to... the players just being injury prone, or whether it's down to our backroom staff, like our strength and conditioning coaches, being poor.
I think it's a mixture of both.
Yeah.
Because he's probably not used to playing so much at such a very physical level.
Mm.
The Premier League is very, very, very physical, and he's not a starting centre back. You know what I mean? He's not your top two choice.
Yeah, but it's all of our centre backs. You know what I mean? So
but so all of them apart from so I think Van Dijk was a freak. Injury.
Yeah,
he played too much, and then that injury is now worse.
He'd been playing injured for ages anyway, hadn't he, Van Dijk?
Yeah.
He had like a little injury.
So that makes it a lot worse as well. Then when you're exhausted, a little injury will then double or if not triple.
Yeah. Because
your body won't fight back until you're back to health before anything else. So I think what Matip is my main choice, because he played one game and misses 4, plays 1, misses 2.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And then plays half and misses the rest of the season.
Yeah. So like, I think he's got the he hasn't got the Premier League fitness you need. And that will be a lot of your backroom staff, but it's coming from him not actually trying to make that fitness.
Yeah.
And he's not young.
No, he's not.
You can't grow fitness overnight. But yeah, definitely you have to sign one starting centre back, and then if not not starting but good enough to start, and then maybe another centre back start with Van Dijk and Gomez. I mean, like that level. And then someone above Matip but not as good as Van Dijk. You need to be buying 2 centre backs, I think. Yeah,
well, there's rumours I've seen flying around the rumour mill, and I think we've left it a bit late. But the names that I've seen cropping up are Upamecano from Leipzig, and that Koundé from La Liga. I can't remember what team he plays for now, but they're 2 names I've seen cropping up. And also, this is the one that I really don't want, but like we might just need to fill in for the minute, which is Socrates. Now he's been released from Arsenal.
Socrates is signed for someone already, hasn't he?
Was it Mustafi? Mustafi, sorry.
Mustafi.
Well, I saw rumours about both, because Socrates was linked because he had a relationship with Klopp from when they used to work together at Dortmund. But yeah, you know, we need one. Any of them 3 I'd take at the minute, because we have no fit, like, proper centre backs. We're going to be playing Henderson and then one of the youngsters.
And Fabinho.
Well, yeah, but Fab's injured at the minute as well. So yeah, exactly.
He's been solid this season for a fake
centre back. Yeah, exactly. But we need to sign one now. But Klopp's left it right into the last minute, and that was always risky, because he should know that Matip's made of glass, and you know stuff can happen. And you know if Hendo goes out next week and gets injured, we are fucked.
Because he is just back from injury as well, so you can't rush anything again.
Yeah. Yeah, so
I've heard some other names as well. Sven Boatman.
Boatman, yeah.
Young Dutch.
He was apparently like almost guaranteed.
Yeah. And another one that has come out from Liverpool this morning is Aaron Long.
Come again?
Aaron Long.
Yeah, no idea.
He's a 28-year-old centre-back who plays for New York Red Bulls.
Oh, Christ.
Jesus Christ. You think Matip's not fit enough? You're going to bring an American over?
He didn't break through to the Red Bull side until 2017. So at the age of about... Yeah.
So he didn't break professional football starting level till 24, and Liverpool won a signing.
And even then, it's MLS. Like, fucking hell.
Yeah.
And he could now be signing for the champions of England.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, recently the champions of Europe as well. Less than 2 years ago, they won Europe.
See, there's desperation, and then there's that. And I know, just like, we need one, but I don't think we need him.
Us three will be solid centre backs in the MLS, boys.
Oh Christ! Yeah.
I would have suggested someone like what's his name? He's quite old. Garay.
Yeah.
Garay.
Garay.
Yeah, him.
The Argentinian bloke.
I believe he's just signed, or he's close to signing for Leverkusen.
Because he was a free agent at the beginning of the season, at
least.
Yeah, he's solid. He used to play real high level in Spain. I can't remember who he played for. Villarreal?
Someone.
Yes, I think so, yeah.
Anyway, he's got captain mentality, and he's very experienced. I think he'd be great in the Premier League.
Yeah,
even if it was just a 6-month loan.
Yeah, but it's that like, we need to do what what United did with Cavani. Sign someone that's, he might be older, etc., but the experience they've got, the fucking time they've played in the game, just someone that has been class and, will still have that experience to do a job for us while we need them. You know what I mean? But like I said, it's getting near the end of the transfer window now, and it's looking bleak. Like, Klopp, I don't think he had any intention of signing anyone, because he came out near the start saying that he doesn't think it was going to happen. But now I think his hand's been forced, so we're going to end up panic buying, I reckon.
Exactly right. Because at the beginning, well, even till 2 weeks ago, he was saying we are never going to sign anyone in January. But now it's like, we fucking have to. Now, everyone that was interested, or you were interested in, had either signed for other people or is no longer fucking interested.
Yeah.
So you now have to make a real panic buy or signing and sign someone that nobody wants, like Mustafi.
Yeah. Or it's just not going to happen, and we're going to fucking try and put more makeshift centre backs in there. Like,
well, Mustafi's a baller, but like, it's like he's not Champions level, you know what I mean?
You're going to end up having Trent and Robertson at centre back, and they're just going to be halfway up the pitch, not knowing what they're doing.
The two wingers who don't actually know how to defend are going to be centre backs.
Yeah. So that brings us on to our next point, then, doesn't it? Robertson.
Yeah.
Changing his position would help Liverpool.
Trent, not Robertson.
I think Trent.
That's who I mean. That's.
Trent.
Changing his position would help Liverpool.
I don't think Robertson's too far away from Trent as well. Like, it's like Trent needs the help, because Robertson also has that defensive in his back room. Like, he's ready to defend as well. But like, they're the same player, but Robertson also can kind of defend.
Has a bit more of a defensive mentality about him.
But this is what I think about this. Is the reason he's more defensive mentality is because he's played for Hull. Like, so he's had to struggle at the bottom, and I think you kind of grow that as a wing back. You kind of can't just be a winger that plays in the back four. You have to be a fucking defender.
Yeah.
And so
yeah.
So I think that's why Trent is in over his head. He's never had to actually struggle. His whole pro career, he's been at the top of British football. He didn't have to work his way up. I'm not saying he didn't work his way through the youth system. But what I'm trying to say is he never had to work through a small club and try to get noticed by a big boy club.
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying.
He's been at the top of Premier League his whole pro career.
Yeah.
He wasn't even at Liverpool when they were fighting at 8th, 9th position with Barani and fucking Balotelli up front. He's actually been at right back since they've won the year they won the Champions League. The following year they won the fucking Premier League. It's like he's never had to struggle, and I think that's why he hasn't got that defensive mind. Yeah,
so one of two things needs to happen with Trent. He needs to either train like fuck, and get that defensiveness into his game, and sort of act like the defender he is supposed to be, and still have that going forward mentality, or we need to ship him to a different position where he can be more attacking, doesn't really have to worry about defending as much, and then get someone in to replace him.
Do you know what? This is going to sound out of the box now. If you want to keep him as a right back, you're going to have to send him out on loan to train at that position. You can't keep him at right back and then to then train him as a right back. Send him to Germany or Italy as a right back to then train as a right back. If he carries on playing at right back, he will not be better.
Yeah.
At Liverpool, I mean, he will not turn into a better right back if he stays at Liverpool, getting in the first squad.
Yeah, no, I get you. I fully understand what you mean. Yeah, so it's a very good point. I just can't see that happening because I reckon it'll put his nose out. It'll put his nose out of shape. I reckon it'll upset him. Yeah, etc.
I'm not saying you need to send him out.
Yeah, no.
If you want to keep him as a right back, he will have to.
Yeah. No, I feel. I understand what you're saying.
I think
the only way he's leaving, not on loan, the only way he's leaving is if there's a big club that comes in for him.
Yeah.
Whatever position.
But I'm not far from the truth. To keep him as a right back, you're going to have to retrain him. But I think the best option for him is to turn him into a right mid, not a right wing, not that Salah Mane role, like the 4-4-2 role. Turn him into that right mid position.
Yeah.
In a 4-4-2 position, like the same team, the same way you played against Liverpool, Man United in the FA Cup, that 4-4-2, wingers who are midfielders, not wingers who are attackers.
Yeah.
And I think he'd fit to that role perfectly.
Yeah.
So then if you were to do that, who would you bring in?
Yeah, exactly. Who do we bring in at right back, and how do we rearrange the team, sort of thing, to fit him in? But
Alaba would be your first choice, but you need to think of someone younger to fit into your style of right back play. Have you got anyone in mind?
Someone who actually defends.
Yeah, like a right back, like a right defender, not a wing back.
I'd take that bloody is it Tavernier? He plays for Rangers. The right back. Like, he's quality. He's absolutely quality. I'd take him as a replacement for Trent and move Trent sort of up the field a little bit more.
I think in my head, as a right back, Trent isn't making the England squad. Like, as a right wing back, he is. But as a right back, he isn't. So because the England team is fully stacked with right backs who are ready to play for their national squad right now.
Yeah.
And he needs to retrain to guarantee his England spot, and I think right mid is the position that would happen. Yeah.
I fully agree. And another right back that's just come to mind is that Kyle Walker-Peters. He's still young. Obviously,
absolutely quality.
He's at Southampton a minute, and we like stealing their players. So, I mean, if we could bring him in...
He's only just joined Southampton, though.
Yeah. But, like, even playing for Southampton, you can see his quality there. Like, you can see there is potential. So yeah, that might be one for the future in a couple of years' time. But I don't know whether we're the only people, or like I don't know whether. Oh, where's Benny gone?
Oh, of course he's gone.
We'll get Benny back in a minute. But yeah, I don't know whether we're the only people that see this issue with Trent. I don't know whether the club and the club actually see it. But yeah, I just thing is he got man of the match the last game we played. When we played against Spurs, and he looked really good compared to what he has done. But that was again more going forward and like his attacking prowess rather than his defensive side of his game. But yeah, it was nice to see him back to sort of where he should be, or where he was last season.
I still don't think he's in top form. But I do believe it was the best he's played all season. But like, is that because he is struggling and it's one okay game makes him look incredible?
Hey.
I lost audio.
Yeah, well, I'll be honest, I noticed you keep taking your headphones out. That's right, you didn't miss much. You were still on Trent.
Yeah, I couldn't hear anything. I was just like What's going on? I was like kind of not I had no idea what you guys were saying.
Timestamp this out.
Get this on Benny bloopers.
Your audio's a bit balked as well at the minute, Benny. I don't know what's going on with it. We can edit this bit out, but
Yeah. Well, let's just use this time so we can edit out because we're going to move away from Trent now.
Yeah.
Because my camera's gone really dark now.
Is that better?
Yeah, that's better, Benny.
Cool.
My camera dark? Too dark?
No, your camera's fine, mate. We can still see you
Yeah,
fine.
no, it's alright.
Right,
Right.
let's move on.
No.
So also I think, like as we've said in previous videos, we need an out and out striker. We need a true number 9.
Yeah.
And you know, if Bobby plays like he's played in the last couple of games, we can still use him. We just drop him back into the cam position. But we need an out and out striker.
I would either play Bobby as a winger or centre mid. So you play if you're going to play, because the way I would use Liverpool is I wouldn't play that 4-3-3. I'd play a 4-1-2-1-2. So like wingers, defense.
Yeah.
Defensive
Like a CDM and like a cam.
Yeah. So I'd either play him as cam or right mid, and so you need to bring in not just one striker. You need to bring 2 or 3. So like, because I'd convert Salah into an out and out striker.
Yeah, so just have someone to play up top with him and have Mane out on the left, Trent out on the right, Bobby in behind.
Yeah, and then Hendo or Fabinho in CDM.
Yeah.
That's how but I don't think you just need to buy one because one isn't going to win you anything. Because look what happened. You've been using the same squad for the last 2 years, and now they're all injured. And
Yeah.
you're fucked.
We lack for a massive side, we lack squad depth massively.
100%. Like you haven't got Van Dijk's out. You've got replacement is fucking Reece Williams, who's fucking dog shit. like you know what I mean. So you need to buy a fucking world class striker and someone that can back him up. Maybe Jota's the man that can back him up. But I think you need to buy a striker of high level standard.
Yeah, I think come summer, because we haven't really signed that.
If Firmino gets...
Go on, Benny.
I was going to say, if Firmino...
Oh. Start again, Benny. Fuck's sake. Benny, I didn't hear a word of that. No, it's still not working.
Gets injured now. Really? What the fuck? Yeah, man. Nothing counts.
No.
And why do you want to reply?
Yeah, what is going on? It's like you're talking like this.
Put your hand over your mouth. You sound like that. So, right, Benny, let's sort this out. Alright, is he muted?
He's muted indefinitely himself.
Oh, is that better?
Yes.
Is that better?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, start again.
Right, Cal, have fun with this. I was going to say, if Firmino gets injured now, all you've got is Origi.
I like Origi. But,
Origi has done bits for us. I can't really say much bad against him, but I get what you mean. He's not like the world-class name that you would say, you know.
Yeah. Would he last a full 90 minutes as well?
no.
Week in, week out.
But not, yeah, he can't play this level of football. He's very good in Europe because of the amount of physicality is a lot less.
Yeah. But yeah, we need, like...
He was your star player in the Champions League. When you won it. He was your best player. But like but you noticed last week when you lost to Burnley, he was useless.
Yeah.
And he should be running rings around that Burnley defence because like he is a Champions League winner and the best they've won is a fucking medal at Sports Day. Like he should be like bodying that. He should be bodying that defence really.
Yeah.
So you need to bring in a world-class striker, and who is that going to be? Who would easily leave their club and join the Premier League, or not join the Premier League, or join Liverpool?
We'll join the race for Haaland, mate. We'll join the queue.
Have a day off.
No, I don't know. There's got to be some fairly young. Thing is, we want to go. We don't want to go like. We need some sort of longevity as well, not just signings. Because Immobile's he's not old, but he's not young either.
28.
Yeah.
28.
So I don't know. We need to.
Someone that Klopp has got relationship with.
Yeah.
From when he was at Dortmund.
So who was
like
the strikers at Dortmund?
Lewandowski.
I mean,
Ballon d'Or #1.
I mean, I'd take him, but I don't think that's going to happen.
Years old.
Yeah, but he's doing better now than what he has when he anyone. He's literally. He seems like he's in his prime now.
Yeah,
it's mental.
That's true, but he won't last in the Premier League.
No, this is the only thing. When I think about Bundesliga and strikers, and then how they've been performing in the Premier League of recent when we've brought them over, like it just puts me off slightly.
Timo Werner is the prime example.
Yeah, exactly. Like the fact that Tuchel didn't even he had him on the bench on his first game. It just goes to show that how much faith people have in him.
There's not many German league players that come over and do bits. To be fair, I can only think of Michael Ballack. But
can we not talk about Michael Ballack, please?
But what I'm trying to but who is there that you could easily sign and come over and would acclimatise to the British way of playing, unless you buy someone from the Premier League, but who's good enough to join the Champions race if they're leaving the only way that if they're good enough to be in the top 4 is they've got to leave a top 4 club.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I can't see us taking anyone from any of the current top 4 or top 6 because we got to go top 6.
Or someone from Arsenal like Lacazette. I think he could.
Aubameyang.
He's getting on a bit.
Aubameyang was at Dortmund with Klopp, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Or was that after?
No, he was.
He was there.
I feel like that's a very Liverpool. That would be a Liverpool player. He's got the pace.
I just can't see him leaving Arsenal.
I can't see him leaving. But if he hadn't joined Dortmund and you were in for a striker, if he hadn't left Dortmund to join Arsenal and you were in for a striker, I could have seen him signing to Liverpool.
Yeah.
Did he sign for Arsenal before Klopp went to Liverpool?
No, he was after, but
No.
He joined before. He joined Arsenal before Klopp was at Liverpool.
Was it?
I'm pretty certain.
I don't know.
but still, like
query that.
I think what
What I was trying to say is, if I am correct, I'm probably not. But if Klopp was to join Liverpool before he left, I think you could have been in the race to sign him.
I think if it was the other way around and Klopp was there prior, I don't think we were looking back then because we didn't really have as much issue as what we are having now, which is probably another reason why it didn't happen. However,
quickly fact check.
Yeah.
Klopp joined Liverpool in 2015. Aubameyang joined Arsenal in 2018.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking hell.
But yeah, I think what this is all pointed to is that if we don't sign anyone now, we've got to have a big summer transfer window. We got to sign 2, 3, maybe even 4 players, mainly in the centre back and striker role.
If Jota comes back, when Jota comes back, would you put him straight in for Firmino?
I would still have Firmino in the side, but I'd definitely put him up top instead of Firmino, yes. And
how many attackers do you want?
none of them are good enough to be world class though.
What, you wouldn't call Salah world class?
Yeah, but not as at number 9.
Oh, right. Yeah, I see what you mean.
Yeah, but I'd sign someone.
They've got 100 world class forwards, but not one of them is a world class number 9.
Yeah, I'd have Jota, and I'd maybe try Jota and Salah up top, and then sign someone else as a striker as well for injuries, etc. But sign someone that's good, someone that we can rotate, have a bit of squad rotation in, like bloody.
Yeah, I think you need to sign 2 strikers. You need to sign a world class one and a backup.
Yeah, like
because if you do play 4-4-2 and then you're going to play Salah and Jota up top, there's still no natural number 9 there. You're still going to be in the same.
Position. No, I fully get what you mean. But if you say, like you said earlier, convert Salah to that striker position, try and make him. He's not an out and out number 9.
He would have to be with a number 9. Because he would then play just assists, run, and then you'd have your finisher, your goal scorer standing next to him.
You need like a box in the box, like a Jamie Vardy, like a poacher.
You need an actual striker. You don't need an attacker. You need a striker.
Yeah.
But this year, how many teams have gone on and just not played without a striker?
Man City have been
Spurs.
Yeah.
Spurs, the second half of the Liverpool game and other games.
But they play a different way to Liverpool. Liverpool will then have to change the way they play completely. But I think the only reason it works for Man City is because all of them, if they don't have any CDMs, they don't have any defensive midfielders. They have all of their midfielders are attackers.
Rodri's fairly
CDM.
Rodri's defensive, yeah. And Cancelo when he plays in the mid. But they've got in the middle they have De Bruyne, Foden, Mahrez, and Sterling. In the middle.
And they can all just play anywhere in up front.
All of them can play in a number 9 role or a false 9 role. Number 10, all of them, they can play everywhere.
Yeah.
They'll just keep swapping. That's why it's so hard. And I don't think we can compare the current Liverpool squad to the current Man City squad. Current Man City squad is the best team in the world, in my eyes.
Yeah, see, I would absolutely love, and I think it's needed in this day and age, especially with how fast and how many fixtures you have in a season now. We need the squad depth of what City has. City's squad depth is mental. The amount of times Pep rotates the squad, rotates the players, and I
think especially what's happening because of the pandemic and stuff. There's longer gaps, and then all the games are played at the same time. So international gaps, there's a week off before, a week off after. Yeah, and then the game in the middle. Then you've got to play 6 games in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So you have to have enough players you have to have 2 full squads at least.
Yeah. Which is what City have. City are probably the best team for it in the Premier League. They literally have City A and City B, but those players can interchange between the 2 squads.
But
someone last year, one of the pundits went, the only people that can win the league this year there's 3 teams that can win the league this year: City, Liverpool, and City B.
Yeah, that was Roy Keane, I think.
Someone.
Yeah, I remember him saying it. He goes, "Who's your top 3? Well, only 3 can win it: Man City, Liverpool, or Man City reserves."
Yeah, and that just says volumes about how well they do with their the rotation, the training, because there's hardly ever anyone in proper injured for the season, is there? Apart from Aguero for City.
Yeah, but Aguero's now over 30. He's past his prime, so he is going to get more injured. But then De Bruyne, he plays more football than anyone else, I think, in the Premier League. Well, top level football. Obviously, there's players who play for Aston Villa and West Ham who play a lot of football, but I think De Bruyne, I've never seen him injured for a long time. This is the longest. He's out for what is he out for 3 weeks now?
Yeah, something like that. He misses I've seen him miss a week, but you read stuff that's De Bruyne is missing a month, and then he's back the next week. This guy has got some super healing power.
this is a proof of top level footballer, and they're very few to come by. But there is enough of them in the world for teams like Liverpool to sign.
Yeah,
I think they need to sign a captain as well. I think Hendo's on his way out. Hendo isn't going to play much football.
I'd go as far as saying I'd give Van Dijk captaincy when he's back fit. Well, no, I'd say I think he's a leader. I think he'd be able to lead the squad.
I don't think so. Maybe, but I think you need to buy. But or there's got to be someone with a voice and a bit of aggression in the middle. Like another English centre midfielder. Wouldn't surprise if you signed like James Ward-Prowse. He's a leader, but he's getting on a bit now. But I wouldn't surprise me.
James Maddison.
Yeah, Maddo.
Yeah.
Just kind of like a young kind of person that can lead
hungry,
and would be there to grow into the team and watch the team grow kind of like round them.
Yeah, grow with him.
Yeah.
And that will only work as a midfielder. And a Dutch defender who obviously now, I might be wrong, but I think he's going to be injury prone for a long time, probably the rest of his career now. He's not young. Van Dijk is not young, and he's just had the worst injury of his career. He will never be 100% ever again.
He's gonna lose some of his confidence and his
his pace.
he's not going to be the same player when he comes back
because he's had so long out. He's not trained since whenever he was out, beginning of the season. So it's like you never.
I think same with Joe Gomez as well. They're both gonna lose their confidence. They're both gonna kind of.
I think Gomez will be different because Gomez is 23 years old. It's like Gomez is still very young, whereas Van Dijk is 33.
He's not that old,
I
is
don't
he?
think he's that old.
He's over 30.
So look, I don't think he's that old. I thought he was late 20s.
I thought he was like 29, 28, 29.
Yeah, even so, there's a big difference.
29, yeah, late 20s, 29. It remains to be seen. I hope they don't. I hope they're not knocked fully when they come back. I hope they're not. Shadows of what they originally were. I hope it doesn't affect them as badly as.
I honestly don't see Van Dijk ever being the same player.
It'll be interesting to see. We're going to need to. It'll be interesting to see. Like I said, that could cause another problem for us in the future. We're relying on Van Dijk to come back and be the Van Dijk we know and the Van Dijk we're used to, and then he could come back and not do that, and then we're in a fucking another rut again because we're like, oh fuck, we put all our eggs in this basket of expecting him to come back as world class as what he was, and if he doesn't, then we're fucked again.
You're putting too much pressure on him. He's going to come back and be 60% level of what you want him to be. I hope I'm wrong because I love to watch him. I think he's a cracking centre back, but I can't see it happening. But that's just the way football is. He's past his prime. He's took a real bad, or he's in his prime. Sorry, the last 2 years have been his fucking prime. When Liverpool paid 90 million for him, I thought this is a fucking joke. But he's shown he's worth that. But he wasn't worth that before. But now he's had 2-3 years of fucking solid top level football, and then took a bad injury in the middle of his prime. That prime never comes back. Never.
Yeah.
And he's never going to get that prime again. I think you're going to see mid-level Van Dijk again.
He won't. I don't think he'll be at Liverpool much longer once he comes back. If he's not the same player,
he goes to Germany or Italy,
or maybe even back to Netherlands.
Yes, but it's the same style of play in Germany. It's slower. It's like less physical. I think he would suit going away again. But then
we could be completely wrong. He could come back better than ever. You see players come back better than ever.
I hope you're wrong as a Liverpool fan, but like we say, it remains to be seen.
No, I hope I'm wrong too. I hope I'm wrong as a neutral. Like he is a cracking player, or any player, even if I didn't like the team, any player, I don't want their careers cut short because it is such already short career.
Yeah.
But like, if he was to go to, let's say, Juventus are a perfect team for him and De Ligt in the back will be incredible. That gives Liverpool 55 million. I think he's probably worth 60 million.
Yeah.
I think giving Liverpool 60 million is for Van Dijk, who will be past his prime by the time he comes back. He'll play at Liverpool for another year and a half. So then value will go down. You've lost 30 million off him, but you've also won a league and won a Champions League.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like,
he's like,
I think 30 million is a fair investment to lose, and it gives you 60 million to buy a new, young, exciting centre back with that money.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. It's going to be
He could finish his career there. I could be wrong, and he could just be like a Liverpool legend forever. But I think it's a bit too late in the day for that to happen now.
Yeah, I think we just got to get through this season. Get everyone back fit, and then assess it from there. But to save this season, or to get back to where we are this season, changes need to be made, or improvements need to be made.
I think this season you've got to throw in the bin. I think it's probably safer to aim for top 4.
Yeah. Than try and retain the title.
Yeah, top 4 and a long European Cup run, because otherwise you're going to get stuck with injuries again. Do a few pre-contracts this month.
Yeah.
Or maybe sign some young blood in the summer and grow them next season. Get second next season after, top of the world again. Fight for the title next season. Not now.
Yeah, I agree and disagree with this season with you because yes, we need to. Yeah, I agree with you in the fact that because of the injuries and stuff, we just want to.
As a football fan, not Liverpool, any club this could be, you'd be saying the exact same. Throw this away. Just because it's Liverpool, you're saying they need to go.
Well, the only reason I'd say the opposite is because the season's so wide open this year because no one's really performing on the top level. It's so topsy-turvy. You're seeing Villa in the top 4. You're seeing West Ham in the top 4. You're seeing loads of these teams
top of the league.
Yeah, so it's so wide open. So if you can still go for it at 80% and still become there or thereabouts this season.
We know Man City should run away with this.
Oh, Man City should, on the form they're in at the minute.
What I'm saying is don't spend 200 million in January.
Oh yeah.
For a fucking mediocre season. I think it's safe. Stay where you are.
Yeah.
Keep struggling. Struggle to hit that 4th spot. Maybe you could get second, because then second you don't have to qualify next season.
Yeah.
But you have to qualify for Europe next season. I think top 4 is fair, and I don't think Klopp would have failed if he gets 4th. Honestly.
No, I agree with you.
You think he's failed, Benny?
No. If he had forfeit, no injury problems, then yes, maybe top 4 would be a failure. But in the current circumstances, top 4 would not be a failure.
With a full squad, and he gets anything below second is a failure.
Yeah.
Second and no cup is a failure. It has to. If it was a full squad, he has to be winning a cup, at least FA Cup, if not Champions League. Plus winning the league or second, otherwise it's a failure. But because of current and what's gone on, there's big gaps in games, lots of injuries. No one's really allowed to. The reason injuries will take longer as well is you're not really allowed to be treated around your team. So you have to then leave the bubble 10 days alone, then go into the team.
Yeah.
So then the injuries are then going to be longer. So long injuries, too many games within closer times, long gaps. I think 4th is very fair, and I think that's not a failure to me at all.
No.
Yeah. Yeah. I think with the season we've had, I'd take top 4. But as a fan of a certain team, like you just want you want your team to fight. But I think it's sensible for us to just sort of cut our losses really, and still aim, because we still can get top 4. But yeah, don't push it and try
and you're coming back into form.
Yeah. But it's just not to push it over the limit and incur more injuries or spend silly money.
Yeah, that's what I mean. If you spend loads of money and then you fail, Klopp's gone. If you try too hard, get more injuries, you're not coming top 4. You're coming 6th.
Yeah.
So and then that's a failure.
Because then that ruins next season. There's no Champions League, etc. When the full squad's back.
Full squad will be back playing in the fucking Europa, and that'll be disaster for me.
Mm. So yeah, it's just gonna, don't know. Hopefully we sign a centre back, not an expensive one. Even if we just get a loan, but we got a day, 2 days to do it. It's not looking likely. But
you played every game now, like you played against Spurs. There's no question in my mind that you'd get top 4.
Even the way you played against Man United in the FA Cup, we saw a lot more confidence in the team.
Mm.
Yes, you lost 3-2, but that top the top half of the pitch for Liverpool was very exciting.
It looked like the old Liverpool.
Yeah. So if you play like that, and the way you did in the first half against Tottenham, I think you can't. Third or second is very fair.
Yeah, I want to see. We've got more big games coming up over the next sort of week, 2 weeks. I just want to see how we perform. See if we continue this sort of run of sort of claiming back form that we've currently got. Because the table, as we've seen already this season, can flip on its head so quickly, and we can go from where we are now to challenging for top again, or it can go the other way. So. It's just.
I mean, it just needs City to have like a little slip, and then the title race is wide open
again.
Yeah. So say City go away to someone and draw, even if they just draw, that opens it wide open.
Yeah.
Or say a big club, say United versus City game. United get a result there, or Tottenham get a result against City, or even Liverpool get a result against City. Then it's open.
Yeah,
I mean, it's open.
I'd say it's still open at the minute. It's not City's guaranteed, and it won't be City's guaranteed until they put another run of.
In current form, you can't say City have any contenders.
No, but as we've seen with the season, form's not lasting for teams.
Anything can happen. Anything.
This has probably been one of the weirdest, but also one of the most entertaining seasons so far, because it's been so wide open.
For fans like me and Benny, it's great to see these mid-table to bottom-table clubs real fight for their lives. And West Ham being in the top 4 for even if it was a short amount of time, and Villa were in there for longer than us, but it's like just to see that sort of. And Southampton being top.
Yeah.
I don't like Southampton as a team or their fans, but it was great to see those little clubs fight to be at the top. And then you'd never think it's going to stay there, but like we've all seen it happen. We've all seen Leicester win the league, and it's like, wait a minute, this might fucking happen again.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, also, like, while we're on the point, big up David Moyes. He's doing a fucking cracking job at the minute.
Yeah, he's doing bits, isn't he? Absolute bits.
Maybe he was the person to take over from Alex Ferguson.
Yeah,
it needed a few years.
Yeah, this Moyes.
This Moyes.
But yeah, he's doing a cracking job at the minute. But yeah, I'm excited to see how the season pans out, and just not just from a Liverpool standpoint, just in general. I've been enjoying watching the football, like every game. So
every game seems exciting, and most games seem to be they can go either way. I think as we speak at the moment, Newcastle are drawing 0-0 to Everton.
Yeah.
Still.
I think so.
I mean, who saw Sheffield beating United the other day? You know what I mean?
No one.
Me. But I I thought it would be a lot closer. I didn't think they'd beat them. I thought it would be very close. Yeah, 70th minute, Everton 0, Newcastle 0.
Tim probably did. He always put Sheffield to win.
Except this game.
But you know,
he backed them every game to win, apart from the 2 games they won.
imagine Sheffield taking that momentum and them doing City over this weekend. Not going to happen, but
yeah, I put 1-1 in our predictions.
But yeah, I think that just about wraps up today's video. You know, is if we don't sign anyone, then we've just got to hold on and try and stay in the top 4. If we sign someone as well, but you know, a signing is probably needed at centre back at the very least. Even if it's a loan, because our defenders seem to be made out of paper at the minute. I think that's the main takeaway from this video. We need a centre back, even if it's a loan, just until our main centre backs are fit.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's about it. We've wrapped it up and some. Yeah. So
there's no doubt about that.
If there's nothing else anyone has to contribute, then we'll leave it there for today, and we'll catch you on the next one. Make sure to like, subscribe, follow our socials that are down below, and we'll see you soon. Take care.